Pin My Setup episode number 230. We're live on June 4th, 2017. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. And as always, we're joined by producer Tom. All right. I really love the last few episodes. You've been very talkative. Thank you for that. Welcome to the show. Over 30,000 members at setupaddicts.com right now. Go check it out. Join our Discord. The link is there as well. And yeah, we are going through the queue. We have 3 fast passes on today's episode. Definitely get submitted. Definitely check your email for a reply from us if you want to confirm your spot. Blah, 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 blah. Let's talk setups. First out of the day is submitted by William. William is 16. He makes music on his YouTube channel, which is Zelixit, which is funny because it's Xellixet, but you say Zelixit because that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. Anyways, hey, William, cool, but few things here and there that are just kind of grinding my gears. And if we look underneath the desk, if we get a nice zoom in there, producer, thank you very much. We have purple weights, we have green baskets, and we have cables galore. Do I like it? No, señorita, I do not. I definitely think underneath needs a little bit of love. Definitely get some sort of organization bin, maybe a closet to store these things. Obviously, I'm not talking about constructing a closet with your bare hands, but rather if you have a closet in your room, that would be great. But I definitely think that needs to be cleared up because that's just not working for you.
At least he's recycling.
He's recycling, but he's still a bitch. So that's too far. As far as the actual desktop, out of sight, out of mind, I do think needs a little bit of love as well because we have like the keyboard off to the side, the laptop off to the side, and of course, it's not a problem having it on your desk, but I think just the way you present it, store it, definitely needs to be worked on, whether it's a nice laptop docking station, just a stand of sorts that makes it look nice, that maybe even you could put the keyboard underneath, or maybe you build a contraption underneath your desk, sort of like a keyboard tray to come out for when you use the MIDI keyboard. I think that would be nice. Now, as far as the standing speakers, I think they're cool, but maybe the left one is feeling a little bit left out. Is there a way to fix that? No. So you're screwed. Putting your routing
speakers.
Yeah, putting your routing equipment above, is that a good idea? I don't like it. I'd probably put that elsewhere. Thinking about something underneath your desk for storage, well, putting that on top of that storage unit would also be a nice idea. So Tom, at first glance, you get the vibe. He's obviously, you go wicka wicka wah wah, right? He's got mixing equipment, microphone, headphones, things like that. But what is do you see a theme, or are you just kind of confused like me?
Very confused. There's really no theme. There's a picture in the top right corner, but I don't even know what that could be. To be honest, I don't know. But there's really no theme. He's kind of go for a Razer theme because he's got green, Razer peripherals and all that. But it doesn't work in this case. It doesn't really have much of a theme.
Yeah, the green is just, other than the freaking baskets underneath, it's all central to just the peripherals. So definitely need to figure something out. And of course, bezels fatter than your mom because what the hell, man? That is old school. So definitely work on that stuff. Presentation, wire management, theme, and maybe getting a better monitor down the road. But that's all I have for that episode. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you later. I meant that setup. Next set of the day, submitted by Andrew, who's 15. Uses setup for video and photo editing, and he also plays guitar. That did not sound like a guitar. If you want to check him out on YouTube, it's Tech Key TV. Does that flow for you? Tech Key? I feel like I have to pause. Techie TV. That's racist. Anyways, taking a look at this, I do like what he's going for, but don't the monitors look like the size of my pinky?
Look at the dust.
Oh my!
I mean, it's not even.
My God, what
looks
the
like
hell?
He was trying to wipe it, but then he didn't.
He could do like a scene from Indiana Jones where he like blows all the dust off, and it's like, God damn, that's
this
old.
one's like perfectly fine, but then that one's like,
that's disgusting. God. Yeah, definitely do something about that. If we go to the next photo, we see the other side of the desk where he's got a single display. He's got his nice mixer off to the side, and a little bit of knickknacks and things like that there, which I find to be pretty interesting. He's got double microphone. Interesting.
I mean, go for it.
I mean,
probably one for his guitar, one for when he sings.
Or he likes having left and right, so he's like, hey, ho, hey, ho. And then the last photo is the underneath. Dude, that is like the weirdest carpet. It looks like you're on the moon.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if it'd be comfortable. I really can't tell the material.
I don't know. One step for mankind. He's like, every time he's in his room, he's like, yeah. But as far as everything else underneath, I understand you need your amps and stuff like that. But I don't know, maybe you could have them both next to each other on the right side and then the PC in a better spot. I know the PC is there for better cable management, but I'm usually not a fan of having it in that far back corner. I don't know, but it's not the end of the world. It's just something I had to get off my chest. I would definitely love to know what you guys think in the comments. A lot of people are saying, PC on carpet, is he trying to burn his house down? If I ever say it's a fire hazard, everyone in the chat's like, actually, technically, the voltage is never going to reach something that's going to burn a whole house down. Maybe just a little bit of a dust, but it's not the, like the whole crazy like house burning thing. Personally, I don't like PCs on carpet, regardless. I know it's not the end of the world, but also just having them on the ground has like the dust and things like that. So I definitely, if I was you, just maybe come with a better solution, maybe a little bit of a stand or something like that. But hey, it's pretty good. You know, the cable management's pretty nice, and I understand the benefit of having it there. And as far as the wall, he does have one little like, oh my god, the city. But I don't know if that's really gonna like, you know, close out theme. Yes, you have Batman, the pop vinyl, but again, I don't know if that's really going to do it for you. So maybe a little bit more than that would be nice. And then I don't know, I think it's a pretty straightforward, simple setup. I think maybe for me the monitors are a little bit too low. Would you agree with that?
I could see that, yeah.
Especially being that small. I need like a magnifying glass taped to my glasses just so I can like...
I love the wallpaper though. It's such a unique wallpaper I've never seen before with Batman and Bane.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Wow, Tom is fangirling over Batman right now.
I mean, not much of a Batman fan, but it's a cool back. I just like it.
It's cool. It definitely is. And, that's the other thing. Thank you to Benz55 in the chat, who also said speaker risers. I was actually going to say just getting isolation pads would probably be nice enough to kind of not only bring them up a little bit, but just kind of, you know, dampen that sound. And stuff like that. But hey, let's go to the next set of the day, submitted by Jimmy16. He wants to know what else he can do to improve his setup. What was that look, Tom?
I was looking over at how many photos there were.
I thought you were judging me, honestly, because I was like, hey, he's 15 or 16? I don't know. So this setup, listen, Jimmy.
Another unsolved Rubik's Cube. What is wrong with these people?
I think the biggest problem is his attempt at usability. He said, what else can I do to improve my setup? Well, how about actually having a good setup in the first place? All right, guys, look at that desk. That is what we call a corner desk. Not a corner desk, an L desk. What you would like is a corner desk, because the difference is a corner desk is a desk you use specifically for corner usage. What you have is an L desk, which is meant to be two separate pieces, the left and the right, which is where you're supposed to be sitting. Hence the leg space for the corner, and even just the desk, the way it meets and destroys your rib cage while sitting there is a great indication that you have no goddamn idea what you're doing. That has to be so uncomfortable. I understand, oh boy, I have two monitors. I need a better way to support them. You know, I need a better way to get the full usability. Well, listen, that's not it. Okay, that's not going to work. You need to have the primary, because you're doing primary secondary here, which is going to work great for the desk. I mean, it's still a shitty desk, but at least on the right side where you have your unfinished Rubik's Cubes, where the main monitor could go and the other one could be off to the left. Bada bing, bada boom. That'd be great. And then you leave the left side for your laptop like you were doing. I would maybe put the PlayStation in the corner where your one monitor is now. Really sort of organize this stuff out. Your cable management's pretty good, all things, you know, considered, especially with a desk like this. So it's just kind of painful to see this because you know it's not the best. And don't tell me you didn't, for at least 1 minute, sit at your desk and say, this is uncomfortable. You know, like you never just thought for a second, like, man, he's probably the same guy that's like contacting the company like, you guys really need to work on the comfortability of this desk. It's not that good. But hey, the walls, what do you think, Tom? A little weird?
I like the stuff on it. It just doesn't work. It's just too much stuff, and then the jerseys like overlapping each other. It's like it doesn't fit on that wall. You need to rearrange everything on that wall. Get rid of the posters that are kind of crappy. Start fresh.
Yeah, agreed. And Yorgos in the chat said, I want to be the very best, like Jimmy will never be. Boom, 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 boom. Anyways, next setup submitted by Chris. He's 17 and he loves gaming and building computers, and his dream is to become a programmer and game developer. It doesn't have to be a dream. Like,
it could be reality.
I have a dream that one day Chris will stop being a bitch and just go for his dreams. Anyways, this it kind of pains me because, and I know I always do this and people are like, I'm a little kid. I can't do anything to my house. Do I look like I do home renovations on HGTV? I understand, but here's the thing. God, what an ugly room. You see what I'm saying though, Tom?
There's a lot of ugly beige and white colors. It just doesn't look appealing.
Like huge paper for his walls?
No, those how like some blinds are. It's like literally like,
ugh.
I don't know.
This kind of grosses me out. I don't know. I'd be like, yo, mom, listen, let me throw some paint up on the wall. Let me clean up the molding. Let me, do a little some. And like, I am inclined, just said in chat, it kind of feels like a prison cell. Obviously, prison cells are nicer than... No, just kidding.
A dual monitors for your prison cell? Pretty sweet.
Really, though, I mean, I look at this and it just the whole thing, the desk, the top, it just looks a little like... I'm not a huge fan.
What is that? Is that bubble wrap?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like it's not bad though. It really isn't.
Not.
I'd angle in the side monitor, fix the one speaker, but you don't really have a lot of depth. There's not a lot you could do with theme here. We don't really see too much going on other than the one motorcycle post. Well, two motorcycle posters.
Yeah, that's another post.
Or that's a car. I don't know. But it's cool. It's nice. It's pretty straightforward. I just think it needs a little bit of color and life. I don't think it's really your setup that's hurting you. It's more the surrounding area. Would you agree with that?
I could definitely see that. Yeah, need more color. The blue is not going to do it. It's just blue. You need like everything to cover that wall. Maybe just cover the wall with a bunch of just random stuff. Yeah. Just hope for the best.
There you go. So, hey, let's go to the next setup, which, get this. This guy's name is also Chris, and he's also 17, and it was a back-to-back Chris. And, hey, everybody hates Chris.
Which Chris is better? Leave in the comments down below.
Ooh, that's messed up, Tom. The Chris is going to be mad that...
I think the 17-year-old Chris is...
Yeah, no, because 17-year-old Chris is going to be upset about 17-year-old Chris being better. It's really messed up.
So they're going to say, like, oh, I think Chris's setup is better. And then they're going to be like, oh, my God, is that me?
Oh, sorry, not just Chris. The 17-year-old Chris. Anyways, so this is another situation where I would like to take Chris... and,
you want to beat up everybody that goes on the show.
I just have such a hard time with this. How? Explain to me, Tom.
Okay.
My name is Chris. I'm 17, and I want to get to the little black shelf. Right. I just want to grab something off it on the far right bottom. Right. I just want that real quick. My mom's like, "Hey, just grab that for me in like 3 seconds, or I'm gonna die." And it's like, "Oh my God,
my
yeah,
insulin's
mom,
on there. Help me."
Yeah, let me just do it real quick. Oh, let me do some parkour over my goddamn desk. Obviously, that desktop weighs about 2 pounds. Is not really going to be a problem.
Well, all he can do is he just flips the desk over and then he gets to his spot.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
You ever see like the Little Rascals where they have the table that folds out from the wall, or whatever? That's what I would want in a desk setup.
Yeah.
If it was like a laptop setup like he has, like get one of those that comes out of the closet door and just like place it down. That's
it's funny because he said he's a budget-oriented gamer. Hates the wall color and carpets, but it isn't his house, so there isn't much he could do. But I'm sure he could get approval to do that. Something where he could pull out of the wall. But yeah, here's the thing. Listen, I get it's not your house, but I think the person that owns it would actually be thankful if you were to paint it. They're probably like, God, that room is hideous.
The wall color is not that bad, to be honest. Ugh. If I'm being real, I think it's fine. I don't think it needs to be done.
I think Helen Keller agrees. Right?
He has too much furniture in the room. I don't know what the rest of the room looks like, but that right desk shouldn't even be there. It looks like it's blocking the closet.
There's no point for it.
He's not using it for anything except for a lamp. I mean, maybe if you're doing work, but you can move your laptop, move your keyboard out of the way. It's not the end of the world.
He seems to be stuck in a room with doors.
A lot of doors, yeah.
Yeah. So it seems to be a big issue. I don't know where he would put that right desk piece, because I would say put it in the corner, but the radiator's there. He's got the extra shelf. He does have consoles up on the wall.
NES and original Xbox.
Which I think is cool. I like that, but who really realizes
how's that
there?
even plugged in? Oh my
what the hell is that?
Oh, the caterpillar just...
Holy shit. Yo, literally a caterpillar just dropped from the ceiling almost onto Tom's face. It's on the keyboard right now.
Get off, dude. Sorry.
Oh my God. Jesus. He just flicked it and it went... right up against the wall.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that caterpillar is no longer with us. But hey, I mean, honestly, there's not a lot wrong with the actual setup. Your cable management's great, which is really sad because, I mean, the rest sucks.
I feel like the right desk is longer. I mean, it doesn't even extend. Yeah. Why don't you use that desk? Because you don't really have much room.
He can't fit it with the black shelf there.
Move the black shelf
We need to know what the rest of the room is like.
That's what it
We
is.
can't really critique it. The TV's too high unless your bed is like 30 miles away. So,
His bed, you can see in the reflection. It's straight on the other side.
oh god, that's a small room then. Yeah, there's nothing you can really. Yeah, you're screwed. Anyways,
See you later.
Next set of the day is submitted by Nate. He's 20. He was on episode he was on episode 75, 142, and 146. It's a space theme setup for we'll talk about it once we get there. But this was his first submission. You may remember it. Then he said, nah, 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 nah. Then he came with this one. And then he's like, nah, 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 nah. And he came back and I was like, what's different? Oh, you put artwork. And he's like, nah, 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 nah. And then he did this, which is his latest setup. And he's like, nah, nah, nah. No, I'm just kidding. So this is his setup. Quad monitor setup is for his main productivity and gaming. The right part is for his streaming PC. If you want to check him out on YouTube, it's Welcome to the Wats. That was really nice. I just hit a note I've never achieved before. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know if people are going to agree with me here. I just think that's complete overkill.
Yeah, what does he use the setup for? Is it the weather guy?
Well, yeah, he used to be the weather guy. I don't know exactly what it is now, but he did right now productivity and gaming on the one setup and the other one streaming PC. Why do you need two displays for a streaming PC? Wouldn't you want to like really keep the streaming PC as simple as possible in
I guess
terms of
if you just have the money to waste.
but it doesn't make sense because normally you want to keep the streaming PC resources allocated to just streaming, not necessarily pushing two Galaxy themed wallpapers. The thing is, though, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. But at the same time, is it complete overkill? Yes. If we go to the previous photo, like that was okay. That was cool. I
think
like
he was
it.
finding a great balance, between both setups and all that.
Yeah, it's nice, but I think when you take a canvas and replace it with a TV, it's a holy
It's literally like the same size, too.
Yeah, I definitely think it's crazy, especially just the quad for productivity and gaming. I think that's a little overkill. One of my biggest problems is, if we go to the next photo, the usability, the wire management, all that, great. Really, really great. It is an awesome setup, and I'm going to give him props for that. I just think it might be a little overwhelming. And then we go to the next photo, and we see two PCs basically having butt sex in the corner of the... I don't think I've ever seen that. Two PCs right up against each other like that in the corner of a setup with a salt lamp saying, be nice, don't hurt each other. It's crazy. It really is. What do you guys think of the PC placement? Do you think it's cool? I honestly think it's a missed opportunity. He should have had them stacked. And
can you do that? Can you stack?
That would be, yeah. Well, not, I wouldn't like put it on top. I'd have like a shelf or something.
Okay.
How sick would that look? Like floating in the sky there. I think that'd look epic. I'm not a huge fan of that canvas print. Obviously the wallpaper kind of makes the far back photo look really cool. But let's be honest, there's really no theme here. You can't put one canvas and be like, it's Galaxy. We're in space.
We're the purple blue theme.
Yeah, dude. It is very, very cool. It is. It's just
there's a lot. Like I wonder what he uses for the big TV, what he uses for each monitor. It's just like,
yeah, it's easy to say productivity and gaming, but when it all comes down to it, what are you really doing?
it's just a lot.
Because I have two ultra wides. I have one vertical to the left, which I know people think it's crazy, but it's by far been the best usability for me. And then I have my other one dead center, and it's been so great. But sometimes even like I have some empty space on my screens because, and I'm doing a lot. I'm doing like the web development stuff while chatting to people, and like I have so much going on. And sometimes I don't really need that many, like that much wall space or real estate. So I don't know, but I do think it's cool. I think it's fun that he keeps going crazy each time. So imagine what the next iteration of his setup would be.
Just
ceiling
all monitors.
Yeah, ceiling screens.
Yeah.
He really needs screens tilted underneath at an angle so you can look down. Like carve out something in the desk.
Like the school desk, or like where you could see the PCs in the desk or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he should carve out a piece of his desk, put the monitors in there, and have it underneath, make a whole desk out of that, so like you can make it do cool waves and stuff like woo. Anyways, all right, let's go to the next setup submitted by Ryan. He's 31. He was on episode 161, 184, and he's back now. This was his first setup. He I want to say he does own a business, Nesbo.net, if you want to check it out. He does printing and stuff. What the hell are you doing?
It's zoomed all the way in.
Oh, I thought you were just having fun going. Woo. He does own a business where he does a lot of printing and stuff. This is at his office, not at his house. So that's something you should know. The next iteration, though, he went check man.
Gotta zoom all the way out to zoom back in.
And there it is. That was his next iteration. If you go to the next photo, this is what he's working with now. You could actually go to the one after that and see this sort of idea behind it. If you go to the next one, you'll see the cable management, which finally he has perfect cable management. In the previous ones, it wasn't like a 10 out of 10. He had baskets and stuff on the floor, but he finally got it to that point where it's like, I like it. It's really, really clean. So that's really, really nice. And I do love the desk, which is, he just custom printed that and popped it on top, which I think is even cooler. And I think it adds a little bit of uniqueness, adds a pop of color, which is really nice. And I mean, if we go to the full photo of his main PC, number one, yeah. I mean, that's a lot. And he talks about what he uses each one for, blah, blah, blah. But like this one specifically is for graphic design, controlling all the equipment in his studio. He's obviously got a lot going on. He needs to be able to keep up on all these different things at the same time. So yeah, that's basically what he's using that for. He streams also, like I said, so that's, or at least I don't think I said that. No, he streams as well, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
The next photo, that photo, the left side, he uses that for business paperwork, editing with the iPad Pro, and then that screen above is hooked up to a ThinkPad laptop, which runs exclusively his flatbed scanner. So that's specific to that. So yeah, for him,
there's a bee in here.
There's a bee. Oh, be careful.
It's huge.
I don't see the bee.
It's on the light up there.
Fucking imagine I just got stuck. But yeah, I think it's like super, super cool that everything actually has a purpose. You know, it's not just like, I have money that I can have. It's like, no, seriously, this is for that. You know, Tom's really getting nervous. He has like a phobia of bees, I'm pretty sure.
I don't.
No,
I
you're
just
a little
don't like
pussy
bugs
around bees. But yeah, anytime we're like out, we're playing baseball, and it's like, yo, that's a bee. He's like, that's a bee? Where's the bee? I don't see a bee. Okay.
Be careful.
But yeah, I think my favorite part of the setup is definitely the desk.
Oh, yeah.
I like that he got one that's longer, that fits both all in one. And I just think the simplicity is great. And I love that the desk can be moved around. I love the cable management that goes with it. He's got so many accessories, and really it's unique, and it's something we're not used to seeing. So I personally like it. What do you think, Tom?
I mean, yeah, like you said, everything. It's like, I love the desk. I think that's like if I could have a desk with that wrap on it, it would be like super cool. It's super unique. No one has it because he did it himself. I think he did a great job. Like you said, he has actually uses for each monitor, which is great. With the last setup, we don't really know like what monitor is being used for, you know, whatever. So I think this is great. You know, work productivity, you know, it's business. It's all great. I love it.
Yeah. So for me, I don't know what the next step would be. I kind of think he's maxed out the upgrades, other than if he was to, you know, when new displays came out, you know, a few years down the road, he wanted to do something with that or whatever. But I think he's kind of nailed it on top, and was good, you know?
Yeah, he did a great job, you
Good
know.
stuff.
And for business, you know, it's awesome. I like it.
Well, I'm sure if clients ever come by, they're like, holy shit. You know, like that's a badass setup. Anyways, let's go to the final set of the day, submitted by Thomas. He's 15. He's currently saving up to build his own PC, and he's a boarding school student, so he's not home often to use it. Now, if we go back to the first photo, the reason it's so close is obviously because of the placement. I mean, he's quite literally shoved in the corner. I don't even think a chair would comfortably fit there. Obviously, it's going to be tight regardless, but I'm saying, like, can you actually put a chair? It depends what kind of, you must be sitting on the floor or something. That's just, I feel like it would be all the way up against the wall. I don't fully understand what he's going for, but hey, I like the American flag. I like the walls.
I like the bed.
Hey, happy you're home. Yeah, I see that on the...
Yeah. cute.
Happier home.
Happy you are home.
But hey, it looks like you have a loving family that puts you in the corner of your room.
That does not fit up against this little wall.
I honestly,
It seems like
it looks like it would.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you just push it into that corner, it'd make a lot more sense. But I think he wants like that privacy. He's always at board school. So when he comes home, he's like, guess what, bitch? I'm not gonna show you what's on my screen right now because it's probably something.
You got a phone. That's where you
prove.
watch your
Okay,
private
all right.
stuff.
Anyways, so yeah, I definitely think that would be good. But if we go to the next photo, I'm just personally not a big fan of what you're doing there. It's not that good.
He has his laptop on a piece of cardboard.
Well, that's good. But it's just annoying because if you go to the next photo, it's like, dude, that's really good. That's it's like really
You
good.
did what you did.
So
you
like,
know?
why just stop there? You know, you can't fit the laptop into that one of those drawers, make like a slit or something. I don't know. It just seems like really, really odd. And I don't want to be a dick, but the weirdest part is this is a fast pass. So I don't know what he's especially like looking to get out of it. He does say he's saving up to build his own PC, which is going to be great, but you can't tell me you're going to be staying in this corner. There's no way. You can't actually fit a PC there comfortably and get the full usability out of it. So I think theme needs to be worked on. You need to get a good spot for the desk so you can actually have the usability when you get everything set up. I think, you know, the equipment is in bed. You know, you have good peripherals. I'd get a headphone stand. And that's that. I don't really think there's much else to say, Thomas, unless you have any questions to send in over email. But what do you think, Tom?
I mean, I wish I could see what the rest of the room looked like. I mean, a new desk would be nice, but then again, it's like, what desk would fit that area? I honestly feel like you should move yourself against a wall. The bed does not work, especially, I mean, I guess if you're sleeping on the one side, you're not going to run into it if you're falling asleep and you slam into it. I mean, you'll be fine, but I don't know. It just seems like the desk is not working. I feel like that corner is not working either. You have to find somewhere else to put your setup.
Yeah.
If it was me, but I don't know what the rest of the room looks like.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the scores. First setup, William, 62. Andrew, 74. Jimmy, 60. Chris, 64. Chris, 66. Nate, 94. Ryan, 94. Thomas, 58. Well, here's the thing. I put both of them at a 94 because I want your feedback. I want you guys to make the decision. Who wins, Nate or Ryan? Either the person with as many displays as possible because why the F not, or the other guy who has a lot of displays for a reason. Let me know by dropping a comment down below, and if you're in the chat, drop it in the chat as well. That's going to do it. A lot of people are saying 94, 94, 94. You stupid? How'd you come up with that? Huh? You just type a random number on the keyboard and just go with it? I don't know which one they're mad at. 94 for what? Nate? Is that stupid? Nate?
Both of them seem right around 94.
Yeah. Just break it down category by category. Wire management, out of sight, out of mind, usability, accessories, and theme. If you can't do the simple math there, then you're stupid. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Pit My Setup. Is number 230. We're live on June 4th. 4th. 2017. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. And of course, it's your boy, T Fizzle, at Thomas Philly. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on Wednesday.